Hey fight fans, today in this video, information was leaked on the Russian YouTube platform that if Khabib Nurmagomedov came to Russia, he could be arrested. Khabib is now in America and was advised to stay in the US. He was told that if he came back to Russia, there was a high probability that he would be detained. So now we're going to discuss this in order. Where does this information come from and what is really happening? I will tell you right now though, do not forget to like and write any comments and words of support for Khabib, as he may watch this video at such a hard time and he'll appreciate the kind words. So let's go. Now many have noticed that this so-called special operation in Ukraine began, but in fact it is actually a real war. Khabib Nurmagomedov was silent, not saying anything. People did not understand whether he was against the war or for it. Even many began to write him, saying, "Where are you, Khabib? Why are you silent? Why do you allow your people to be taken to fight for the interests of others?" And many remember how Khabib just took all the comments and closed them down on his page. Then they started calling him a traitor because of this. But those who were calling him that, I assure you, you were quick to draw conclusions. Because in fact, he has some big problems on his hand. That is what's really going on. On the Russian YouTube platform, we were able to find a very interesting video. One where Russian journalist and blogger Aider is talking to a man from Dagestan named Akhmedov. Now, as you know, Dagestan is the birthplace of Khabib Nurmagomedov, and so for you to understand this, the country is not all that big. Everybody seems to know one another, and even more so, everyone knows and respects Khabib Nurmagomedov. So be sure to listen to them. And when this person says what he knows, I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. I personally believe him. I forgot the name of the most famous MMA fighter. He is a Dagestani in my opinion. Khabib Nurmagomedov? Yes, Khabib Nurmagomedov. He seemed to be very brave, decisive, and suddenly I don't hear him say something. Or did he? Or maybe he already supported Putin. What about him? Look, you should be well aware that this guy has a big responsibility. First of all, in front of your family and in front of your loved one. On the second day after the start of the special operation in Ukraine, I mean a full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Peskov called him and asked him to speak support for the military on the special operation and Putin's support. But he refused. So what do you think happened the next day? All of his relatives that had some kind of position were fired. They blocked his account. And he is quite a successful businessman in Russia. He is the ombudsman of many global brands such as Toyota and so on. So this guy was cut off the air. He does not return to Russia. He knows that if he returns to Russia, he's not in Russia, is he? No, he is not in Russia. And trust me, if he ever comes back, he'll be in big trouble. He never voices that. Well, what more can we say? The more that I personally learn about Khabib, the more that I respect him, as he always stays far away from politics and he doesn't want his name to be confused with any sort of politics of either country. Therefore, huge respect to Khabib, and we all know that he is a worthy, kind, and fair person, and most of all, a worthy Muslim. Khabib will never go against his people. He achieved everything himself with the help of his father. So why does he need a war? Therefore, great respect for Khabib that he did not support the war, that he did not campaign for his people to go to a foreign country and fight in a war. So it's no wonder he has been recently compared to Muhammad Ali. The legendary boxer Muhammad Ali in 1967 also flatly refused to participate in the mobilization, citing conscience and convictions of a Muslim believer. They stripped him of his professional boxing license, stripped him of the world championship title. Then in June 1967, Ali appeared in court in a criminal case for draft evasion. An excerpt from his speech became so popular that it is still remembered today. "I did not quarrel with the Vietnamese. I have nothing against the Vietnamese. They didn't do anything to me. But I will not travel 10,000 kilometers to kill these unfortunate people. I'd rather sit in jail and die fighting you." The words of Muhammad Ali are also relevant today, and the same goes for Khabib. The Ukrainians didn't do anything bad to Khabib, and encouraging others to go to war to kill them, why would he do that? In history, not one Ukrainian has ever come to kill Dagestani. Therefore, why should he call on people from his country to go over to Ukraine and kill these poor, unfortunate, innocent people? Now, you can talk about the correctness of Khabib's decision regarding the topic of war ad infinitum. However, one thing is for sure, this guy has won in the ring and continues to win outside of it. The man raised the name of his country all over the world. Undefeated, the most famous fighter in the world, and he's from Russia. What else can he do for his country? Such successful people, athletes, they should all be protected and appreciated. But unfortunately, it's not like that. It's the other way around. So huge respect for Khabib. He acted according to his conscience, just like his father would have done. He is a real Muslim who does not want death and grief for other people. The Ukrainian and Dagestani people will never forget this. Therefore, we can now say that those who condemned Khabib were jumping to conclusions, and you were wrong. So that's all that we got for today, but what do you think about it all? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, and also be sure to write some words of support for Khabib in the comments, as it might help lift him up on a sad day. Thank you so much in advance.